EM demands her kid play with my service dog, then tries to physically remove his gear. Background. I rely on my service dog, a highly trained golden retriever named Max, for mobility and balance assistance due to a chronic medical condition that affects my stability. Max is always clearly identified with a vest that says service dog at work and has multiple patches indicating his status and that he should not be petted or distracted while working. He's my lifeline to independence. Today, I was at the local park, enjoying a rare sunny afternoon and letting Max have a brief potty break in a designated relief area before we headed to the library. He was still fully vested and clearly on duty, but standing calmly beside me. Suddenly, a small child, maybe 5 or 6 years old, darted towards Max, arms outstretched and yelling, "Puppy! Puppy!" Before I could even react or verbally correct the child, an adult woman, presumably his mother, EM, power walked over. Me, "Excuse me, please don't pet him, he's a service dog and he's working." EM, ignoring me, smiling at the kid, "Oh look sweetie, a fluffy doggy, go ahead and pet him." Me, stepping slightly in front of Max, "Ma'am, I understand he's cute, but he really can't be distracted. He has a job to do. He's not a pet in this moment." EK, now whining, "But I want to pet him, mommy, I wanna..." EM, turning a glare on me, "He's just a dog. What kind of cruel person keeps a dog from a child who just wants to show it some love? Let him pet the dog." Me, "He's not just a dog, he's a medical tool that allows me to function. Distracting him could literally cause me to fall and get injured. The vest means he's working." That vest is ridiculous. You probably just put it on him so you can take your pet everywhere. Take it off so my son can play. Before I could process the sheer audacity of that statement, the EM actually reached out and grabbed the handle on top of Max's vest, clearly intending to pull it off him. This vest isn't just a piece of fabric, it's part of his working gear, designed for me to hold on to for stability if needed. It's securely fastened and not meant to be ripped off. Instinct took over. I sharply pulled Max closer to me, putting myself between her and the dog. Max, sensing my distress and the intrusion, let out a low warning growl, something he never does unless he perceives a threat to me. It wasn't aggressive, but it was firm enough to make the EM snatch her hand back as if burned. He growled at my child, "Your dog is vicious, I'm calling the police. You can't have a vicious dog in a park." Me, "You grabbed his working gear and tried to pull it off him. He reacted to you trying to interfere with his job and potentially harm me. You assaulted a service animal." Several other park goers had stopped to watch the scene unfold. One older gentleman stepped forward. "Gentlemen, I saw the whole thing. The dog didn't do anything. She tried to yank that vest off." Another woman chimed in, "Yeah, leave them alone. It's a service dog, leave it be." The EM, realizing she wasn't getting any public support and likely rattled by Max's growl and the public calling her out, just scoffed, grabbed her child's arm and stormed off, muttering about how some people are just awful and don't care about children. I was shaken, but Max was fine, just a little confused. I checked his vest, thankfully undamaged. It's infuriating that some people feel entitled not only to ignore clear indicators that a dog is working, but also to physically interfere with vital medical equipment. While physically grabbing the dog's gear, that crosses a line from annoying to genuinely harmful. Don't cross that line, but do cross over to the subscribe button. EM blocks my reserved parking spot and tells me to park like a normal person. I live in a bustling downtown area where parking is notoriously difficult and expensive. My apartment building has a small private parking lot in the back, and tenants pay a premium for assigned spots. These spots are clearly marked with apartment numbers and are strictly enforced. I have a specific spot assigned to me right near the back entrance, which is incredibly convenient. I pay extra for it and rely on it being available, especially when I have groceries or am getting home late. Tonight I pulled into the alley behind my building, tired after a long day, only to see a minivan parked squarely in my assigned spot. It wasn't just briefly stopped, it was parked, engine off, lights off. I sighed, assuming it was a delivery or someone just running in for a second. I waited for a couple of minutes, but no one came out. I honked my horn lightly. Nothing. I honked again, a little longer this time. The back door of my building opened, and a woman stepped out looking annoyed. She walked toward the minivan. Me, rolling down my window. "Excuse me, I think you're in my spot. It's assigned parking." EM, leaning against the van, arms crossed. "Yeah, I know. I'm visiting my sister. She lives here." Me, Okay, but this is my assigned spot. You can't park here. There's visitor parking on the street or a paid lot around the corner. Street parking is a nightmare, and the lot is too far. I'm just visiting for a bit. Me, a bit or not, this spot is paid for and assigned to me. I need to park here. Please move your van. But I'm right here. It's just for a few hours. Can't you just park somewhere else? Me, no, I can't. This is my spot. I pay for it. You need to move your car now. You're also blocking the alley slightly. Don't be difficult. It's just a parking spot. There are plenty of other places you can park. Go find one like a normal person. Me, parking here is being a normal person in the spot I pay for. You are trespassing on private property and illegally parked. If you don't move in 5 minutes, I'm calling the tow company and building management. Laughs. You wouldn't dare. It's just a little spot. My sister's just upstairs. She'll be down soon. Me, 5 minutes starting now. I pulled out my phone and visibly started dialing. Her demeanor changed slightly when she saw I was serious. She muttered something under her breath about rude neighbors, got into her minivan, and slowly, begrudgingly pulled out of the spot. She then parked illegally further down the alley, partially blocking the exit. I pulled into my spot, shaking my head. As I got out, she yelled from her window, "Hope you're happy being selfish." I just ignored her and went inside. I did inform building management about the incident and her subsequent illegal parking, providing her license plate number. It's unbelievable the level of entitlement people have when it comes to something as simple as respecting assigned parking. Demands I give her kid the rare trading card I just pulled because he deserves it. I'm an avid collector of a popular trading card game. It's an expensive hobby, requiring patience, knowledge, and a bit of luck to get rare cards. I primarily collect for the joy of it, and occasionally participate in local tournaments. Today was a special release day for a new set, and I went to my local game store to pick up a few booster packs in. The store is usually pretty chill, a place where collectors and players hang out. I bought my packs and sat down at one of the tables to open them. I was carefully going through the cards, sorting them, when I hit the jackpot, a highly sought after alternate art foil card that's currently one of the most valuable in the set. I let out a quiet exclamation of excitement. Suddenly, a kid, EK, who looked about 8, appeared at my elbow, peering intently at my cards. I didn't mind too much. Kids are often curious about the shiny ones. EK, wow, is that the new rare card name? Send to me. Yeah, it is. Just pulled it. EK, cool. Can I have it? I really need that one for my collection. Me, chuckle. Sorry, buddy. This one's really rare and valuable. I just got it, so I'm keeping it. Just then, his mother, EM, arrived, pushing past me slightly. What's going on? What does my little champion want? EK, mommy, he has the rare card name. He won't give it to me. EM, looking at the card in my hand. Oh, that's a pretty one. My son collects these. You should give it to him. Me, ma'am, this card is worth quite a bit of money and is hard to find. I just opened it from a pack I paid for. I'm not giving it away. EM, but he wants it. He's been collecting for ages. It's not fair that you have it and he doesn't. He's just a child. You should be nice and share. Me, this isn't a toy to share. This is a collectible I paid for. I'm not obligated to give you or your son anything. How dare you? Like, he's a dedicated collector. He deserves to have that card more than you do. What are you gonna do with it anyway? Just stare at it? He'll actually appreciate it. Me, I appreciate it plenty, and how I use a card I own is my business. The answer is no. Fine, I'll buy it from you. How much? $10? $20? Me, trying not to laugh, the card was currently market valued at well over $100. Ma'am, that's nowhere near its value, and I'm not selling it. This is ridiculous. You're hoarding cards from children. You're a terrible person. Give him the card, or I'm telling the store owner you're being mean to kids. The store owner, a large, friendly guy named Dave, had overheard the commotion and walked over. Dave, everything okay here? No, it's not. This man is refusing to give my son a card he needs for his collection. He's being selfish. Dave, ma'am, customers aren't obligated to trade or give away cards they purchase. That card belongs to him. But my son wants it. Well, can't you make him? You're the owner. Dave, absolutely not. He bought it. It's his. Now, if you'll excuse us, you're disrupting other customers. The EM huffed, grabbed her son, who was now pouting, and stormed out of the store, shooting daggers at me as she left. Dave just shook his head. Dave, some people, huh? Congrats on the pull, man, that's a beauty. I thanked him, carefully put my new card away, and decided it was time to head home before any more entitled parents showed up. EM demands I stop using my expensive art supplies because her toddler wants to experiment with them. I'm a freelance artist, and I often work with traditional mediums like watercolors, inks, and pastels. My supplies are professional grade, carefully selected, and quite expensive. I treat them with care as they are my tools and an investment in my livelihood. Yesterday, I decided to work outside at a local community garden. It's a peaceful spot, and I found a quiet bench away from the main paths. I had my portable easel set up, my watercolor palette, brushes, and a block of high-quality paper. I was really getting into a piece focused on capturing the light filtering through the leaves when I heard footsteps approach. Before I could look up, a small hand reached out and grabbed one of my brushes dipped in vibrant blue paint. I gently but firmly took the brush back. Hey there, please, don't touch my things, they're for my work. The child, a toddler maybe 3 years old, looked confused for a second, then reached for my palette. Just then his mother arrived, strolling casually while looking at her phone. Oh, look sweetie, the nice lady is painting. Ma'am, could you please keep an eye on your child? He's trying to grab my supplies. EM, he's fine, he just wants to see what you're doing, he's very artistic. EK, reaching for a tube of expensive cadmium yellow paint. Want yellow? Me, say it, putting the tube away quickly. No sweetie, these aren't toys, please don't touch. Then don't be rude. He's just curious, like you should let him experiment, he could be a prodigy. Me, with all due respect, these are professional supplies. A single tube of this paint costs more than a set of kids' paints. He could easily ruin them, and I can't afford to replace them because he wants to experiment. So? They're just paints. What's the big deal? Let him have some, he's learning. Me, the big deal is they are expensive tools for my job. I wouldn't walk up to you at your work and let my kid play with your equipment. Please supervise your child. How dare you compare my precious angel to some random kid? He's special, he has a right to explore his creativity. You're being selfish and stifling a child's potential. Me, my potential is also important and it requires these supplies to be in good condition. I'm sorry, but no, he cannot use my paints or brushes. Again, from him, fine. Then you should just pack up and leave. You're taking up space and not letting children experience art. This is a public garden, you know? Me, yes, it's a public garden, which means I have just as much right to be here, working peacefully as you do to be here with your child. I was here first in a quiet spot, and I'm not bothering anyone until you let your child run unsupervised into my workspace, eh? She started to get louder, attracting some attention from other people in the garden. You're unbelievable. Denying a child art, you must hate kids. Me, I don't hate kids, I just don't want your kid to destroy my livelihood. Now, if you don't remove your child from my immediate vicinity, I'm going to have to speak to the garden management about unsupervised children disturbing other patrons. She scoffed, grabbed her toddler, who was now starting to whine, and dragged him away, muttering about rude artists and how she was going to complain about me. I just went back to my painting, grateful she was gone, but annoyed by the sheer nerve of some people. Kids exploring creativity is one thing, but destroying someone's job is another. When does exploration just become entitlement? Let me know what you think in the comments. EM demands I give her my concert tickets because her kid deserves a treat after a bad week. My favorite band, one I've loved since I was a teenager, announced a rare tour. Tickets sold out in minutes. I set alarms, was online the second they went on sale, and through sheer luck and persistence managed to snag 2 tickets for a show in a city a few hours away. They were expensive, upper-tier seats, but worth every penny to me. I had been planning this trip for months with my best friend. Fast forward to last week. I was chatting with a coworker about the upcoming concert, expressing my excitement. Another coworker, Brenda EM, overheard. Oh, you're going to the band name concert? My daughter loves them. Me, yeah, I was lucky to get tickets. It's been ages since they toured here. Lucky? More like unfair. My daughter has been through so much this week. Failed a test, her phone screen cracked, her hamster looked at her funny. Okay, maybe not that last one, but she's had a terrible week. She really needs something to cheer her up. That concert would be perfect. Me, confused. Okay, that's rough for her, but so you should give us your tickets. Me, Sarinho, stunned. Say, excuse me, I'll give you my tickets? These were incredibly hard to get and I paid a lot for them. Exactly. You clearly have money if you can afford those seats. My daughter deserves a treat after the week she's had. It would be a wonderful surprise for her. You can just buy more tickets. Me, Brenda, they were sold out instantly. There are no more tickets to buy, and even if there were, why would I give you mine? I've been planning this for months, and I'm going with my friend, Guillaume. But her weak. Think of her sad little face. You're an adult. You can handle disappointment. My little daughter's name needs this more than you do. It's her dream. Me, it might be your dream, but it was my effort and money that got these tickets. My friend and I have been looking forward to this for a long time. I'm not giving them away. You are so selfish. Don't you have a heart? Denying a child her dream just because you want to go? You probably don't even like the band that much. Me, I like them enough to spend hours trying to get tickets and pay a significant amount of money for them. My level of fandom isn't up for your debate. The tickets are not available. Period. This is unbelievable. I thought you were a nice person. My daughter's gonna be devastated. You've ruined her week even more. You should feel terrible. Me, I feel fine, Brenda. I earned these tickets. I'm sorry your daughter had a bad week, but that doesn't entitle her to my property. There are other ways to cheer her up that don't involve demanding expensive things from co-workers. She huffed loudly and walked away, muttering about how some people are just cruel and have no empathy. She avoided me for the rest of the day. I couldn't believe the audacity. A bad week, even a genuinely tough one, doesn't magically transfer ownership of someone else's property, especially something hard-earned and paid for. Wow, demanding sold-out concert tickets because her kid had a bad week? The nerve. If you want more wild stories, like and subscribe now, and thanks for watching.